Now, the other thing that I wanted to disseminate in terms of information is that it was actually remiss of us on Friday when we advised Zimbabweans that the voters' roll was now ready, that we didn't actually publish on the same day the voters' roll request procedure. I think that has caused a little bit of confusion. So what I've done is I have taken the trouble to attach a copy of the voters' roll request procedure to the copy of the talking points which I used today. And I would be grateful to you as members of the press if you could disseminate that information with regards to the procedure. If I could just briefly summarize it. A person who wants a copy of the voters' roll requests a copy from the Director of Voter Registration and Delimitation Department office in each district and province. The details of the applicant are entered onto a form indicating whether or not that applicant is a candidate, a duly nominated candidate or not a candidate. If that person is a candidate, the officer must confirm whether that person is on the form of the list of candidates for reasons which I've already explained. All those who have been confirmed as candidates and whose names will shortly be gazetted will be entitled to get those copies free of charge. However, that doesn't mean that one can actually walk up to any one of our offices and demand a voter's roll on demand. Voters' rolls are not purchased in the same manner as we purchase bread in the supermarket. The applicant then takes an invoice to the accounts office for payment and is issued with a receipt. The receipt number is then captured and the applicant must be advised of the collection date for the simple reason that we have different voters' roll. A person can apply for a ward voters' roll, a constituency voters' roll, or for the national voters' roll, and therefore must be advised of the date of collection. Then the applicant collects the roll from our VR department and on collection must sign a collection register to acknowledge receipt. We will be required to account to Parliament in terms of that register to say how many people did we actually avail copies of the voters' roll. At the moment, we are asking Zimbabweans to bear with us because in the run-up to gazetting the names of all successfully nominated candidates, we are actually frantically running all copies of ward-based voters' roll, constituency-based voters' rolls, and national voters' roll, which must be availed to all successfully nominated and gazetted candidates. And as you know, for the presidential, we have 23 candidates, and it is our priority, because it's a statutory and constitutional requirement, that those successfully nominated candidates be awarded their copies of the voters' roll as prescribed in terms of the law, and then members of the public will be allowed to equally pay for and access voters' roll. I think for today's chairperson's media brief, this is all that I had.
For these and other stories, visit our website www.263chat.com. Follow us on Twitter @263chat and like our Facebook page 263chat.